Welcome back to the Broken News, where we rip off the bandages and show you the festering wounds underneath America's political circus. If it's corrupt, hypocritical, or downright sinister, we'll break it down for you here, so buckle up. The Epstein scandal, more than just a list. Alright, let's dive straight into it. The Jeffrey Epstein saga is like a bottomless pit of rot, power, and perversion. But today, we're zeroing in on how Donald Trump and his close ally, former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi, lied, deflected, and twisted narratives about the infamous Epstein client list. First, a quick refresher. Jeffrey Epstein was the multi-millionaire financier who, along with Ghislaine Maxwell, ran an international sex trafficking ring that exploited underage girls and delivered them to the rich and powerful. Epstein was arrested, then found dead in his jail cell under what many still call suspicious circumstances. His so-called client list, the black book of names, phone logs, flight manifests, is the stuff of nightmares for the global elite. It's not one tidy document, it's fragments, court exhibits, and testimonies scattered over years. But it undeniably shows connections to some of the world's most influential men. Now to Trump. Trump famously told New York Magazine in 2002, "I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side." When Epstein was arrested in 2019, Trump's story changed dramatically. Suddenly he was just a neighbor, and said they had a falling out 15 years ago. But court documents show Trump actually rode Epstein's private jet multiple times. Flight logs list his name alongside models and other men of power. Trump even appeared in footage from Epstein's Mar-a-Lago parties, laughing and pointing out women with Epstein. So, what about Pam Bondi? Pam Bondi was Florida's Attorney General from 2011 to 2019. During her tenure, she received a $25,000 campaign donation from the Trump Foundation, right as her office was deciding whether to investigate Trump University for fraud. Bondi chose not to pursue the case. Trump later paid a $2 million penalty for misusing charitable funds, including that donation. Fast forward to 2019, after Epstein's arrest, Pam Bondi joined Trump's impeachment defense team. She frequently appeared on Fox News to set the record straight about Epstein's ties. Not to Trump, but to the Clintons. Pam Bondi repeatedly claimed there was no evidence that Trump was ever on any Epstein flight, and that Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago. But that's a half-truth at best. Yes, Trump reportedly banned Epstein after Epstein allegedly hit on the teenage daughter of a club member. But the bigger lie was saying Trump never flew with Epstein. The 2009 court filings and the 2015 flight logs show Trump's name linked to Epstein's jet. Maybe not to Pedophile Island, but on Epstein's plane nonetheless. Bondi also dodged direct questions about why Trump's name appears in Epstein's contact book and party logs. She instead pivoted, repeating over and over, "This is all about the Clintons." Now here's the kicker. The outright lie about the Epstein client list. Pam Bondi and Trump's media allies said there is no client list, or that it's just Democrats and celebrities. But the reality is, the list and accompanying documents were sealed multiple times to protect ongoing investigations. What has been released in civil suits, particularly from Virginia Giuffre's testimony, names people across political lines, including Trump, Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, Alan Dershowitz, and many hedge fund titans. So, when Trump and Bondi went on TV to say there's nothing here, just liberal smear campaigns, they were gaslighting the American people. They were also strategically ignoring that Trump's own Department of Justice under Attorney General Bill Barr fought to keep certain Epstein files sealed. If you're innocent, why block the sunlight? In late 2019, Pam Bondi did a press conference outside the White House insisting, "President Trump has never been implicated in any wrongdoing related to Jeffrey Epstein. He was never on his planes, never visited his island." That's categorically false. Flight logs contradict it. Depositions contradict it. Even photos and videos contradict it. But the power of repetition, the propaganda, made it stick with Trump's base. To them, Epstein became only Clinton's problem, and Trump, despite his own documented ties, got a free pass. So why does this matter? Because it's not just about personal dirt, it's about how power protects itself. How attorneys general, political donors, and presidents twist reality, lie on camera, and bank on Americans being too distracted to dig into court records. The truth? The Epstein network didn't care about political party. It cared about money, blackmail, and access. Trump and Bondi's strategy was simple: muddy the waters, point to the Clintons, and lie outright about the records that tied Trump to Epstein. So what do you think? Were Trump and Pam Bondi protecting a deeper network of elites by deflecting and lying about the Epstein connections? Or was this just typical political damage control gone nuclear? Let us know in the comments. And, if you want more fearless breakdowns like this, subscribe to The Broken News and hit that bell, because if we don't expose it, who will?